All right. I think everything is up and running and live. So let me go ahead and jump over to the gaming stream layout, and we'll get all of our audio stuff and whatnot set up for today. I'm going to leave the BGM about here. For today's session, Vampire Survivors, we're going to be using the same playlist that I used last time for the drawing stream. This is the Dark Lo-Fi Hip Hop. It'll be thematically appropriate for this game too. Let me change my caption to Vampire Survivors. Okay, we'll leave that there. Think everything else is good to go. So let me open up the unlocks and explain what's changed. It's been a couple weeks since the last time we streamed this, and there was a pretty big update last week. So let me sort of explain. I've been playing this game a lot off stream. So let's see. Unlocks. I've got all of the achievements done. So all of the new items and stages and whatnot have been unlocked. We will take a look at a couple of them. And then I'm going to explain the sort of end goal for what we're doing in the game now that we have some end goals. Let's see. Unlocked. Which one was it? There's one with Antonio. I don't know if I had beginning last time for Arcanas. I'll go through and sort of explain what the Arcanas look like, since I think there's a couple new ones. Did get evolves for the Clock Lancet, time-stopping weapon, and then the Laurel, which is the invincibility weapon I never use. Turns out with evolves, these two weapons are very, very powerful, especially if you use them together. You can actually use it to kill the Reaper, and we'll take a look at that too. Let's go to the collection. Last time we unlocked the Merchant, and that's what kicks off the whole egg upgrade system, which is really fun. I'll sort of explain. I'll explain again what the eggs are for. Arcana-wise, let's see. Mad Groove was one new one I unlocked. Every 2 minutes, attracts all standard stage items, pickups, light sources towards the character. This is actually pretty useful for an unkillable build, because it takes all of the stage power-ups, everything that can be picked up by the player, and it vacuums them right around wherever you're standing. So, like we saw before, the special items for the Lancet and the Laurel, the rings for the Lancet and then the Metaglios for Laurel, all spawn in every map, but they're very far away. You have to really sprint in order to get them. If you use, or is it Mad Groove, then you could just teleport them directly nearby and just pick them up when you want. So that's pretty handy. Let's see. I think that was the big one. Beginning and Mad Groove, I think, are the ones I unlocked before. I don't really use beginning, but it is pretty useful if you're not going for some sort of gold or level run. Listed weapons get a +1 amount. The character's main weapon and its evolution gain +3 mount instead. That's pretty handy. That Arcana basically means you can upgrade your stuff faster. Another power-up item I picked up was Tarona's Box. This is a passive, and it's cursed item, but increases might, projectile speed, duration, and area by 4%, and this has 9 levels. So you can get a pretty big hike in stats by picking this up. The catch is at level 9, the max level, it increases curse by 100%, which means everything gets stronger, faster, and more enemies. So an interesting strategy I was just reading earlier is you could pick up Tarona's Box, upgrade it 8 levels, and then banish it. And then you'll max it out at 8. It won't appear in the rotation, and you won't get the curse penalty for it unless you want that much stuff on screen. So I didn't even think about that when I was messing around with this before. So we will definitely give that a try, because having that speed, duration, and area, or damage, speed, duration, area bonus is pretty handy. 4 times 8, so it's a maximum of 32%. So let's take a look at the cast list now. You may notice up here that I have 1.3 million gold. I'm pretty sure before the more recent merchant update, it was 999,000, and I think they moved it out 1 more digit. So now it's probably 9,999,000 is the cap. I don't know, but I've been doing a lot of gold farming, and I will explain why in a sec here, because in the past, before the merchant update, there was no reason, unless you just wanted to stack up a lot of gold. Once you go to the power-ups screen and buy everything, you don't need gold, essentially. But now, there's a reason. Also, Tarona's Box unlocks the Omni permanent passive, which does the same thing. Maximum of 10% to might, speed, projectile speed, duration, area, once it's fully maxed out. And then I emptied curse because I've been doing gold grinding, and it gets pretty nuts in the bone zone. So we will go to the character screen. So what has changed? I didn't unlock the 2 update characters in the last stream. I didn't even know they were there until I read it online. Gallo and Divano were not part of the patch notes. So not last week's update, the update before, which added the merchant. I've noticed the Vampire Survivors dev has been getting kind of cheeky with his updates. 2 updates ago, the patch notes were very concise and very short, and just said this is a pretty minor update. There's not much being unlocked. There's a new stage and a couple other tweaks. Turns out there was a ton of stuff and content in that update. Again, this is 2 updates ago, and that included 2 characters which weren't even listed in the patch notes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And so once I got off the stream and was playing around with the game more, I realized there was stuff I hadn't unlocked. Iguana Gallo Valetto starts with 1 extra level, 10% growth every 5 levels, max 50. That's a straight upgrade to Imelda, I believe. Hers is 10% experience. What is 15%? 15%. Oh no, this isn't experience. This is actually just an upgrade to the growth percentage overall. That is interesting. And then Divano starts with 1 extra level and gains 1 armor every 5 levels. And Gallo starts with the Clock Lancet. Divana starts with the Laurel. Hey, Wazzy's here. What's up, Wazzy? Wazzy says, play Doggo. Oh, we're going to play Doggo. If you're talking about Osol, Not that doggo. Oh, I'll explain in a second. We're going to play with this doggo. In the last update, the one that came after these two, let's go. Hey, Iconic is raiding with a party of 2. Thank you, Iconic. And Bits is here. Welcome, welcome, folks. Thank you for the raid.
I don't blame you for being edgy, but get this straight.
And a first-time chat from Funny Speedrun, who followed earlier. I saw that. Thank you, Funny Speedrun. Welcome to the Space Bees. Hope you enjoy your stay. We are surviving vampires today. Okay, so these two were sort of tucked into the 2 updates ago, and I've not really tried them out. Maybe we'll do that later. In the recent update, Z Asunta Bellpace, she was added, and she has a new weapon. This is called the Vento Sacro, I think. It is a different type of whip. I'll explain what that is. We'll see it in a run. Funny Speedrun says, got recommended this by Iconic, by the way. Well, I appreciate the hype man that is Iconic. So once we get into things, hopefully you'll find it interesting. Get ready for my bitrate to absolutely dive into the toilet when I play this game. So Zia Sunta gains 0.5% might, projectile speed, duration, area, every level uncapped. She's extremely powerful because all those attributes continue to build as long as you keep gaining levels. And her weapon is pretty good. I'll explain what this new purple whip looks like because we'll be getting it on our actual character. Bit says, bitrate said yeet. Oh yeah, especially when we're going to be farming gold. You'll see. The game will look like soup. Funny Speedrun says, what is this game, by the way? Oh, good question. This is Vampire Survivors, which you may or may not have seen other content creators playing. It is a wave-based roguelite shooter with some bullet hell, attributes, and a lot of kind of chaos. I'll explain sort of the basics as we go. This game came out maybe half a year ago, maybe more. It is an early access game on Steam. It is $3, and I have spent like 140 hours on it. It's a lot of fun. But we'll jump in a sec. The character I'm going to be playing with, who I think is going to be my main, is Mina Manara, and I do not know what this character's gender is. The developer hasn't said because this character is a secret one. Mina was hidden in the most recent update, and you had to unlock them on a specific map. But werewolf character starts with the Bloody Tear, which is the upgraded whip that has leech. And the gimmick for Mina is might, projectile speed, duration, area, and cooldown change every minute. So the stat allocations switch up every minute. And it basically means, depending on what level you're at and how long, there is multiple builds for the characters based on where their stats sort of realign. Bits says you should add me on Steam. I have you on Steam, Bits. You're on my list. I could see you right now. I had to double check and make sure, but yeah. I got you, homie. Wazzy asked, did he not put his stuff in Stream Team? I haven't put my announcements for my streams anywhere. I haven't thought to do that. But I can, if it's allowed. And I don't think the Toxic Crew, does it automatically No, I need to figure out how to sync that there. I'll have to look in that off stream. Okay, so real quick, one last thing before we jump in. So Mina's stats rearrange themselves every minute, which means every run doesn't necessarily end up the same way. The last thing is the golden eggs down here. These were introduced in the merchant update. Basically, you can buy them from the merchant for 10k gold, or you can get them from killing certain powerful bosses each run. The golden eggs, upon obtaining them, improves one random stat here by 0.01%. And they're permanent. So what that means is, over time, the characters you're playing with get stronger. And so you could build characters, the ones you like, want to play with, by getting these permanent upgrades, and they will get stronger, allowing you to have better runs. And I see Bits is redeemed small Raku. Oh, alright. I will put myself right here and put the timer on. And we'll see if I remember to turn it off. The timer's right here in the middle, under my overlay. Waldy says, okay, alert time, I gotta work. Alright, Waldy. Thanks for popping in to say hi. I hope you are productive. Okay. So our end game is to get 1,000,000 eggs and make our characters really powerful. That's what the gold's for. Well, let's go ahead and jump in. So this first one is going to be a run for money, and this will be a good test of bitrate. It's gonna get bad, but we're gonna go into the bone zone because this is one of the best stages to farm money. Bit says, feet reveal when? Maybe next time I get a model done. I can guarantee you my feet are not exciting. Alright, so let's go. Upon loading in, we have to choose our Arcana. This one is going to go in a specific order. This one we're going to do gold first. Funny Speedrun asks, why is there just a regular dog as a playable character option? This game's got a pretty wide range of characters, and the dog is unique because the dog has a really interesting weapon that it starts with. And the dog has a bunch of references to Okami, the old Clover game where you're Amaterasu, the sun goddess, and you're a wolf. Old Soul has got a bunch of references to that, which is kind of fun. Alright, Disco of Gold. Every time I pick up a coin bag from the floor, triggers Gold Fever, which drops a bunch of coins from killing enemies, and you get gold. Getting gold restores HP like a leech. So again, our goal here is to get money while killing all the bony boys. So to explain how the game works for Funny Speedrun, when you're dropped into the map and you kill things, you get these blue experience gems. Every time you pick one up, you get a level. Or your bar at the top fills, and when it completely fills, you get a level. Upon leveling up, you choose from a random selection pool of different weapons, which fill the top row of my inventory over here, or passive power-ups, which fill the bottom row down here. And the point is to upgrade your gear as quickly as possible because the waves progress and get stronger, and then bosses pop up. Bit says, oh, that's so cool. I gotta tell my partner about the dog. Yeah, Soul is cool, and we could play with them later. It's a dog that farts flowers. Okay, so we can pick up Rune Tracer. I'm gonna have to be a little careful on what I build here, because this level gets really difficult, so I'm gonna go for Unkillable. speaking of unkillable, we'll get the laurel. Okay. Now, Mina's starting weapon is the evolved whip. The base whip, when evolved, turns into the Bloody Tear, which is a Castlevania reference. And that's the one that leeches life. If you get the Vento Sacro... Okay, I had the name backwards. You can evolve both items to get something extremely powerful. And Vento Sacro, stronger with continuous movement, can deal critical damage. So Vento Sacro has these blue blades that slash out in front. It is very similar to the Chrysogrim from Symphony of the Night. And it's rapid hitting weapon that gets stronger over time. It's decent. It only hits in one direction though, which is a little bit challenging. Alright, we can get water. Santa water drops holy water bombs all around the screen, and they create hazard zones that stay for a few seconds. And our last item to build will be the Clock Lancet. Oh, is the timer up already? That was fast. Thank you for reminding me, Bits. I probably would have kept small mode on for 2 hours without realizing it. Okay. Clock Lancet freezes enemies in time. Pretty handy, especially if we're going for a Reaper kill build, but we're going to do that. So our final pickup will be Clock Lancet. So if we take a look at the inventory, we've got a full set of 6 weapons. And now we need to start filling it with passive power-ups below. And level-wise, we'll prioritize Vento Sacro. So the way the waves progress in Vampire Survivors is as you kill things. Okay, here's the gold mode. This is what it looks like. Basically, it goes into this mode until the bar empties, and killing enemies gives you gold and heals you. But as the run progresses, you see the timer at the top. Depending on the level, it's either a 15-minute max stage time or 30 minutes. This one's 30. And at certain breakpoints in the run, the enemies either get stronger, a boss spawns, or there's like a kill wave of a massive amount of enemies. And it's at set points, and I can't remember which ones. But you'll notice them when that happens, because something big will pop up. Alright. Now we've got new selection of items. Our first pass will be armor. So these things on the side here, where you see the boxes, this is the levels of upgrade for each thing you pick up. And most of them are level 8, with a couple exceptions we'll see later. Once you hit 8, most of the weapons, not all, most of the weapons can get an evolution, but they require a specific passive or other item that you have to have in your inventory to evolve them. And so the Rune Tracer, the bouncing gem thing, needs armor. So we'll need to grab armor in order to get that upgrade. And armor's pretty handy on this map because the waves get pretty intense later. Alright. We're going to start getting levels pretty rapidly here. Wazzy pops back in to say Slutty Raku is a meme. That is true, and that's Wazzy's fault. Funny Speedrun says, what in the world kind of horny pit did I willingly jump into? I cannot hold myself responsible for the people in chat. Funny Speedrun. These are our pure Christian streams. I guarantee it. They're just some actors that have influenced my brand a little bit for the sake of memes. Okay, attract orb. This allows you to pick stuff up from a further distance away. We need this to evolve the water, so we'll grab that. We're at 2.5 minutes. Still, the waves are pretty minor and manageable. Ooh, now I gotta think. Okay. Stone mask increases gold. We're gonna need this for an evolve later. And 10% more coins is good. And it's a JoJo reference. The developer likes his references, be it other video games or properties. There's a lot of funny references sprinkled throughout Vampire Survivors. Funny Speedrun says, well, since people here can't keep themselves together, I guess I can just do my favorite thing of dropping random fun facts that sound false without context or consistent, huh? Yep, feel free to drop facts. I will assume they are real unless I know otherwise or someone tells me. Okay, now I got a whole bunch of Skella boys. Generally, the rule of thumb for choosing upgrades, if you're not picking up a new one, is to prioritize weapons, damage. We will go Rune Tracer first. Rune Tracer or Water is fine. Both are going to be useful when they're fully upgraded and evolved. Funny Speedrun says, fun fact, did you know the competitive Mario Kart and competitive Mario Party are things that exist and are somewhat popular? I can see competitive Mario Kart, but I'd be curious to see what competitive Mario Party looks like, since there's so much RNG in those games. Like if you had to organize a competition that was based around Mario Party and it's so random, that would be interesting. Okay, so now I gotta look at what's in the list here. Empty Tome reduces weapon cooldown by 8%. This is essential to most runs. It makes your weapons all hit faster, recharge faster, and everything. Can't think of many instances where you wouldn't want to grab that. It is pretty handy. Just keep an eye out for Torona's box. Now, every time you kill a boss, which is a slightly stronger enemy than normal, they'll either have a bigger sprite, or sometimes they have a little light-colored border around their character sprite. Killing them sometimes drops a chest, an item chest. And sometimes you'll see me leave them, like now. Sometimes you'll see me just grab them immediately. The catch is for obtaining weapon evolutions once you've maxed out the respective items. Those evolutions can only be picked up from a chest. So it makes more sense to leave them on the field since they don't despawn and wait until you're eligible for an evolution. Otherwise, you burn your chance to potentially get one, and you might just get a regular upgrade to one of your other pieces of gear. So, and it's after the 11-minute mark, I believe, is when you can start evolving things. I never did figure out if they changed that. So we'll just leave that stuff there for now. Oh, there's Torona's box. Alright, this is the one I need to get to level 8 and then banish. Grab that. And now I gotta see. We have one extra slot. I think I'll put luck there. Clover is handy on this map. And now we got white dragon heads, which spit projectiles. You can see the waves are starting to get a little bit tougher. I'm not one-shotting everything that pops out, which means I need to continue to build my weapon damage. And we can prioritize Torona's box. The sooner we get that leveled and out of the pool, the better. As long as I don't forget to banish it. If I banish it, then it's going to make my... If I don't banish it, it's going to make my job very difficult. Okay, we want clover. No clover. I think I will do Rune Tracer first, since it's a little bit quicker. Funny Speedrun says, for some extras about how competitive Mario Party works, it's mostly double format, and most of the strategy development initially started out as, okay, most of this game appears to be luck-based, let's see if it is, and then testing various things out. So what did they ultimately determine? Was there enough skill involved that it could be competitive, or was it too random? Because every time I played Mario Party, it seemed incredibly random. You could be playing really well, and then the game says, nope, you're going to get screwed over now. Someone else is going to win. Which is why they call Mario Party the friendship killer. Okay, now the enemies are actually getting through. I'll grab cooldown reduction. Fortunately, I don't have to worry too much about damage at the moment, because my whip, the red things you can see lashing out, that is what's leeching life. So as long as I don't take too much damage, then I can get it back just by killing the enemies. But it's going to outpace before too long. The end goal is to basically have a setup where you're doing so much damage and keeping gold mode on, the Disco Arcana, so that you're constantly just re-healing because you're taking so many hits. But I need to get the item bags, the red money bags, in order to re-trigger the bonus. Okay, go mask. Water. That's skeleton cats. Okay, keep pushing weapon damage. Funny Speedrun says, yeah, no, majority of the best competitive Mario games, including those being 4, 6, and 7, have had consistent gimmick of appearing to be luck-based, only for things to actually be more of a timing thing. That makes sense. I would not expect the Nintendo devs to have imagined a competitive scene for that, especially given how they never seem to expect a competitive scene for any other games, like Smash Brothers. But it is cool if people are able to... Oh, there's the clover. 10% luckier. So luck stat down here with the clover icon affects the drop rate of special power-ups like the money bags and the quality of the chests that I haven't picked up yet, and is needed to evolve a weapon I'm probably not going to pick up this run. So we definitely want that luck boost. And Funny Speedrun says, also if you want, you ain't gotta call me Funny Speedrun every time there, mate. You can just call me Funny or Speedrun. Okay, I'm gonna call you Funny. Oh, that'll make it a little bit easier. It's all good. I've seen people with really long usernames before, so it's not a big deal. Alright. Let's see if we can get the water to 8. Now we're getting into some heavier waves. And Iconic has redeemed a hydrate. Ah, Funny says, ads on my screen. Okay, I don't know if you heard me, but as you recommend, I will call you Funny from now on. Okay. Because there's so much on screen, we're going to start getting levels pretty quick. Oh. And here's what a treasure chest looks like. I didn't mean to get that. Edward says, Funny Valentine? I would have made a Doug Funny joke, but hey, Edward, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Afternoon? Morning? Wherever it is in your respective time zone. We are playing bitrate killers today. Ooh, finally the whip comes up. Alright. Prioritize that. Cooldown. Whip. The red and green experience orbs are worth more than the blue. The way this game is coded, it merges the drop crystals into the higher value ones in order to keep the entire game from crashing, I think. So you'll see me picking up a mix of red and green, and those are higher value. Ooh, and now we have a Reaper on the field, Stalker, the Green Reaper. This thing sort of paths towards you. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. And it does a lot of damage if it touches you, but doesn't do anything else. It just sort of chases you around the map. But it is dangerous. I need to keep an eye out for that thing, because it'll kill me in a couple hits. Alright, let's go Laurel. Funny says, it's starting to look like top-down Dynasty Warriors. You ain't seen nothing yet. We're only at 11 minutes. Okay, keep upgrading the whip. We're getting to the break point to start grabbing evolutions once I have all the levels needed for them. Alright, is Reaper dead? I think Reaper's dead. Oh, and that big skeleton is a boss, and that big skull is a boss too. Alright, Torna's box. Coins everywhere. My coin grand total's in the upper right, under my level. The point of the run is to survive to 30 minutes and get as much money as possible. I forget what triggers the refill on the gold fever bar. I think it's killing certain enemies, or a certain number of them will fill it a little. But the best way to keep it active is just to find another red money bag. Like that. Okay, cooldown. Laurel. Where are we at for levels? Okay, Rune Tracer's maxed out. Water's maxed out. One more on the Whip, one more on Laurel, and a bunch on Clock Lancet. Alright. Alright, Whip's maxed out. Probably start grabbing chests now. I want the next Arcana, which dropped at 11 minutes. Alright, we can do that here. Here's what the chests look like. Funny says it's like an entire casino condensed into one game, but without messing with your sense of time. It's rumored that the dev who worked on Vampire Survivors is one dude. That he made slot machine games in the past. I can definitely see it. This game is essentially a slot machine, but it's not predatory and then doesn't force you to throw your money at it. But the idea of random rolls, random pulls, and rewards, it's definitely slot machine-esque. Okay. The Randomazo, which pops at 11 minutes and 21 minutes in the run, gets you another Arcana card here on the right. And we want the one that vacuums everything to our location. Will I get it before my rerolls run out? There it is. Mad Groove. Every 2 minutes, vacuums everything on the map and sticks it around your character. And looks like that. So all of the experience orbs, money bags, chests, everything gets picked up and moved directly near my character, so I don't have to run them down. Which is very handy, because the ones that you see on the field directly above me, it's kind of hard to see. These four are the ones at the extreme edges of the map, and I need them for my weapons. And now I don't have to run them down. Okay, let's max level on Laurel. So now we should have a chance to get evolves from a couple of these chests if I'm not super unlucky. Let's see what we got. Okay, this will be an evolve. The Fuwalu. This is the result of maxing out the Purple Whip and having the Bloody Tear. And this will merge them together. So instead of it being an outwards circular pattern, now it's a big kind of Sonic Boom-esque series of blades in front that does a bunch of critical damage. And it's pretty powerful. When combined with the recharge power-up and everything else, and area of effect, you get this big burst in front that does a ton of damage. I think it leeches too. And merging those two frees up a slot for another weapon. And we are looking for the cats. We're going to get some attack cats. And I'm going to grab these weapons in a bit. I want to finish some of my upgrades before I put those into the pool with everything else. Okay, Toronto's box. Number 4. And I could start banishing things out of the pool too. Like, I'm not going to get the knife. I don't like the knife as a weapon, and we don't need it for this run. So by doing banish, it's removed from the random roll pool and won't show up again. Alright, Lancet, level 5. Notice we're getting to the point where enough of those money bags are kind of dropping from the random torches that I just have to kind of path around, and then I can pick them up and keep my gold bonus going. It means there's more on screen, which is gonna, again, it's gonna kill my bitrate. But the point is to get money. And Edward redeemed small Raku again. Alright. Back to tiny mode. I find it really funny that people seem to be redeeming that one more than the drop a beat. But that's good, so I put it in there. So let me put the timer back on. Funny says, another fun fact time. Did you know that in 2007, a group of scientists in Florida tried to teach alligators how to shoot flintlock pistols? I did not know that, but that's the most Florida thing I've ever heard. So I'm not terribly surprised. I know we've talked about it on Wazi's stream before, but if you've never played Florida Man Astrology, you should definitely give it a try. Basically, you just type in Google search Florida Man plus your date of birth, the day and month and year, and your zodiac astrological forecast is the story that comes up that matches your date of birth. And it's pretty funny, since there's a whole database that logs Florida Man stories. And so if you do that, you can figure out which one corresponds to your birthday. Funny says, oh, I've heard of that. Yeah, the one that comes up for my birthday has to do with some guy who's threatening to unleash an army of turtles to destroy the world. It's, yeah, that's Florida, man. So many reasons to never go there. Oh, I lost my bonus. Okay, grab Clover. See if we can get a Rune Tracer or Water upgrade. Alright, we'll get a Super Chest. This is based on luck and it's kind of rare. But instead of 1 upgrade, we get 5, which is kind of nice. Speaking of casinos. Hey, Core Break's here, and speaking of which, Core Break redeemed Drop a Beat. Alright, I can do that. Let me pause my playlist here. Also, welcome to Stream Core. Good to see you. Hopefully, you will enjoy watching your stream turn into Sprite Soup. But first, I got to freestyle a beat. So let's see. All right, putting the BGM back on. I'm gonna keep an eye on that timer. Of course, says, yo, I just woke up. Nice. Funny says, hey, yo, he going off? Yeah, since you're new here, Funny, in addition to doing gaming, occasionally art and other stuff, we also do beatbox content here on the stream. Usually once a week, every other week or so, I have a dedicated beatbox jam stream where I talk about the technique and theory behind beatboxing, do practice stuff, and we have a section of those jam streams where people watching the stream can help me come up with ideas to create BGM tracks to use for online content. So if that sounds like fun, feel free to join in sometime, and you might help create some of the music you hear on some of my other streams. Not the stuff for today. This is another artist playlist. But every once in a while, I use my BGM tracks for stuff in the background. Funny says, oh my god, I checked my birthday for the Florida Man thing, oh my god. Well, you gotta tell the class now. What is your Florida Man zodiac? Alright, No Future takes the rune tracer and turns them into beams of light, laser beams that explode, and they go super quick. Alright, we can... I guess we can get these now. At this point, it's not going to matter too much. Each time I grab one of these 4 rare items, it summons one of these cloaked guardian things, which I gotta kind of be careful of. These are extremely powerful bosses. Oh, here's the cats. Grab that. Pause for a sec. Core says, I've learned a lot of beatboxing things from Maraku. Oh, that's good. Try and be informative. Funny says, I got that one vine of a guy in the middle of a hurricane with an American flag and a shotgun. The headline is, shirtless Florida man travels to Myrtle Beach to headbang during Hurricane Florence. Yep. That is Florida Man. Okay, it's going to be really difficult to see on the screen because of all the coins going off. But the Gatia Mari is what I picked up. It puts these cat creatures on the field that sort of prowl about and hit things, and they can pick up power-ups on the field too, but we don't have any food power-ups. So the cats they'll be mixed in with everything. You won't be able to see them probably until a little bit later. Alright, we'll go Torona's box. Need to remember to banish that at level 8. You can see the cats these large sort of sprites, and there's a certain percentage chance for them to bump into each other and create these scuffle clouds. And when they do that, I believe it's area of effect damage for anything around them. So now, in addition to all the things popping off on screen, we're going to see these cat clouds all over the place, which is kind of fun. Alright, Torona's box at level 8. Next time that comes up, I'm going to banish that out of the pool. Right, we don't want 100% curse. It's going to make this entire run very difficult. Let's see, Clover. So these Metaglios have different passive effects that they improve, but I need them maxed out before I can upgrade the Laurel. And then the rings down here, same deal. There are 9 level power-ups, but they need to be maxed before I can upgrade Lancet for the rings and the Laurel for the Metaglios. So I'm going to get the last Clover upgrade and then try and focus on upgrading those other things. We're at 19 minutes. 19 minutes, 26k, not bad. Still need to stack up more money. I think my record so far is over 100k in one run. Funny says, that and the Florida Flintlock Gators personally confirms my conspiracy that Florida is just dead ass there on the country and everyone just pretends that it's a state so that it's less hassle for people to get to Disney World. I can't remember if Florida ever threatened to secede from the United States. It sounds like something they would do, and I know Texas has done it, but you know, I'd be all for cutting off Florida and giving it to someone else. There are some cool people that live there, but in general, us state's kind of crazy pants. Like Critical lives there. He's a good dude. Some other big content creators live there. But it just seems like such a weird place. Alright. There's Torona's box. If we banish it, now it won't come up anymore. Core says, I gotta go prep for D&D tonight, but I hope you get that egg. Thanks for the beatbox freestyle. Alright, catch you later, Core. Good luck on your D&D. May all your rolls be natural 20s. And all of your saves be saved. Funny says, Florida doesn't need to threaten to leave. They never joined. That's probably true. Where would they go? They just saw off that section, let it drift into the ocean. Alright. Upgrade our cats. We now have another Reaper on the board. This is the Drowner. And what Drowner does is it always stays at a max range away from your character and constantly fills the screen up with water that does damage. And the longer it's on screen, the more it fills up. So you do want to kill it as quick as you can, so it doesn't force you up the screen. But it's a bit tough to hit, unless you have something that hits full screen, kind of like my lasers. And I think my whip thing will hit them too. I have to be pointed. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. That was pretty quick. Alright, we'll prioritize the passes we need to upgrade our weapons. We are at 21 minutes, which means one of those bosses, either the skull or the skeleton, is going to drop the final arcana, the third one. Alright, we're level 71. Okay, gold ring increases enemy speed, health, quantity, and frequency by 5. So basically 5% more curse. It does make it more difficult, but we have to upgrade these in order to get our final items. And I need to get the Laurel upgraded because that gives me invulnerability. And I've gotten to the point where I'm not able to keep the enemies off of me, which is why I need that regen. Regen and the invulnerability, so I'm just get straight out killed by these waves. Meanwhile, I'm just being chased by a conga line of bosses. Where are money bags at? I did not see them dropping. That's weird. There's one. Alright, let's see if we can get water upgrade. There it is. Labora. The holy water zones follow your character around now, which is handy. Means they, instead of just falling on the map and staying, now they fall on the map and they kind of move towards your character, so you can create these concentrated kill zones. And I'm not paying attention. That's my one revive. Yep, I can't do that again. Oof. Funny says, so far this game seems exclusively designed to turn any lower NPC that tries to play it into a bomb within a matter of minutes. This actually doesn't tax my computer too hard. This was originally designed to be a browser game, and so it was coded on infrastructure to do that. At some point, they're going to be moving to a different infrastructure so that it doesn't have that limitation. But what I find is just the sheer amount of stuff on screen causes stream bit rates to tank. But I think it was coded fairly efficiently, because even with all this stuff on here, my computer doesn't sound like a jet engine. But yeah, there's a whole lot. Oh yeah, we're up on timer. Thank you. I said if someone doesn't remind me, it'll just be there forever. Alright. So right now we've got all of our things upgraded except the cats. Let's see if I can get the cat upgrade. There it is. Vicious Hunger. Instead of the cats, now they're the giant cat eyes. And they will fly around the screen and occasionally turn things into gold for me. Instead of the cats and the cat clouds. It'll be a little bit difficult to see, but they're these transparent, large cat eye projectiles flying around. That's Vicious Hunger. Alright, 24, almost 5 minutes left. 46k. This might be a lower yield for gold. Let's see. We've got to get a lot of upgrades on these passives here. At some point I'll kill these guardians. When they go down, they drop a gold egg too, which is nice. They just take a ton of hits. Now we got these winged skeleton creature things. Funny says, God, this is some tier 1. I can't see what I'm doing any more gameplay. Yeah, you're not wrong. This map specifically is designed to be a challenge map. So the waves are a bit more dense here than some of the other ones that we'll probably see later. But it's a really good one to farm for gold. That's why I chose it. Alright, Guardians are done. I should have gone for the crown. I think my experience gain would have been faster. Oh boy. I think my damage output might be a little bit too low. Killing stuff, but I'm not killing stuff super fast. The invulnerability from the Laurel is on a cooldown, but I need to be careful. I might not actually be able to get both of those things fully upgraded. We'll see. 54. Yeah, I need to prioritize the Nataglios. In fact, I'd have to re-roll for them if they don't pop up in the rotation. Oof. Because invulnerability is going to be better than the time freeze one. Okay, that's one. Might be able to get the final upgrade for the Crimson Cloak in the last minute. If I get 2 more levels. Again, the run ends at 30 minutes. Assuming I last that long. I need one more. There it is. Okay. Oh, there's a Final Arcana. Should probably got that earlier. Normally I would get Awake, but I don't have a weapon that's really gonna take advantage of that. I'll grab it. This will be insurance in case I manage to get myself killed. 3 extra revivals, and each time you consume one of those 3, it gives you a flat stat boost. Ooh. Alright, super chest again. It's lucky. Alright, there's the evolve. Crimson Shroud, not Cloak. Caps incoming damage at 10. Retaliates when it consumes a charge. So that means damage being done is capped instead of scaling. Mostly it's just improved invulnerability. And now, notice there's just a pack of enemies on me at all times. I don't think I'm going to get the last evolve. The corridor. We'll see. 40 seconds? Oh, I guess we'll be able to get it for 20 seconds or so. Alright. Infinite Corridor. Halves enemy health. Pretty useful. It means enemies will die faster. When the screen flashes that sort of rainbow color, it means it's going off. And now because I've maxed everything in my inventory out, the level ups will give me a choice between money or food to refill my health. So I'm just going to grab the remaining chests and we'll be done in a few seconds. $109? That's actually pretty low level. Okay, 3 seconds. Alright, so once you hit 30 minutes, all the enemies on the screen instantly die, and a Grim Reaper comes out. This red Reaper, which is stunned by my time stop weapon. And this thing paths to your location. Every time it's hit by your weapons, it gravitationally pulls towards you, and it does catastrophic damage that kills you and ends the run. Unless you do what I'm doing here, which is where I'm using my time stop weapon to freeze the Reaper, and you can actually kill it this way. And every minute you survive, another Reaper spawns, and if you manage to kill them, they drop eggs. So one thing I want to try with this run, since I haven't experimented with this yet, is to see if I can get like 5 of them to spawn and then kill them for a bunch of eggs. Because I believe once you kill one, which takes a while, they start with a scaled amount of health depending on your level, and it takes a lot of damage to kill the Reapers. But once you do, the game enters an actual kill state. So let's see if we can get like 3 of them or 5 of them on screen if I just keep running. Because my weapon will freeze them, and then I just book it. And let's see if this works. I've never tried it. But we have to get the freeze, otherwise they will do enough damage to kill me. And I guess I can sort of run around the screen and pick up coins here or there. It won't be a significant amount of money. But prior to the merchant update, I believe, the Reaper was not really killable with any of the builds, unless you did a really specific kind of glitch exploit in order to kill them. But now, because of the weapon combinations, it is possible to kill them, and that's why a new kill state was added. Oh, nope, I guess that's it. did enough damage. And now you can hear a chime in the background and the screen is zooming in. And now we have a Silver Reaper. This thing pops up on screen, and no matter what weapons you have or wherever you're at, as soon as it touches you, you die. And my revives are going off. As soon as I pop up, I'm instantly dead again. This thing is not killable and it's not avoidable. And this is the actual end state for the run. Is that it? Yep. Alright. So now we have a wrap up of our results on the stat page here. Bone Zone, Hyper, Gold ×2. Lasts for 32 minutes. Iconic says, got to go now, Raku. Gonna lie down. Best of luck with everything. Alright, Iconic. Thanks for popping in and hanging out. And also thank you for the raid. I appreciate it greatly. So go relax, get some rest, and I will catch you in the next stream, my dude. Okay, so we reached level 113. It's actually pretty low. Gold earned 71k. Picked it up towards the end. Our upgrades, passives, and everything are over here on the right side. And down here we have our weapon stats. It tells us the final level of all the weapons we had, and then the total damage output done. Interestingly enough, Infinite Corridor, even though we had it for quite literally a minute, did the most damage. That's interesting. Probably because it's having the HP of everything on screen. But 11.6 million is pretty high. It's pretty high damage. A little bit. The catch is you have to point them in a direction towards the enemies, since they always fly out behind. And for this one, we're going to go flowers, guns, water, and we'll see what else. And this dude here, which shows up on all of the maps, is the merchant. I wonder if we can buy more of Osol's weapon. No. So these are the unique character weapons that don't have an evolution. And you can buy them here straight away and get them. They're good, but they won't have an evolution, so their ability sort of just depends on your power-up build. But you can also buy golden eggs from this guy. 10k each. If you're building a character like we were talking about earlier, you just talk to this guy. At some point, you can talk to him once per map, and then buy as many eggs as you want. They're 10k a pop. I'm probably going to build the dog later, so we'll save our money. Alright, which way are we headed? The Tiragisu, this cake-looking thing gives us a revive. We probably want to head that direction first, and the crown is the thing under it in the icon. Alright, killing the Gold Reaper, which, that's new. Gets rid of the angels and reverts us back to a regular map. Now we got spoopy bats. So this map is kind of a tower-esque type map, like kind of a cathedral look, but it's vertical compared to the Bone Zone, which just goes in all directions, and the library, which goes horizontally. This one you're traversing vertically. Actually, it's both. It goes in 4 directions. It's got sort of a crossroads in the middle, and then you can either go to the tops or the sides. Might be here. We're going to go toward the top. The rest of the items at the extreme ends, we're not going to go for this time. Unless I change my mind. As you can see, the projectiles that come out from the celestial dusting sort of persist, and then I think they explode. And as you upgrade that weapon, it gets more powerful. I can go Fire Wand. Haven't seen that yet this session. Fire Wand shoots a cluster of fireballs that go a set distance, don't pierce, but do pretty high damage. Any sort of DPS will be helpful. Let's see how close. Alright, we're pretty close. You can sort of park here below the free items. Let me get a little bit closer. Maybe get one screen below, and then start farming levels. I'll explain these map items since this is a little bit different from the map we were just on. So there they are. The free map upgrades can be obtained at any time. They show up on different maps. There's different ones depending on which map you're playing. For like this one, it's the Tirigisu and the crown. At the bottom is the duplicator, and then the Battaglios and rings are on the sides. Normally you can only have 6 passives, but if you fill up your lower inventory with your 6 passives and then get the ones on the map, you get them for free. They don't override anything, they just tack onto the bottom of your inventory, and you can get extra items that way. If you pick them up now, you can get them, but they'll occupy an inventory slot. So the name of the game is getting it filled up, getting everything else, and then grabbing the free stuff for extra bonuses on top. Okay, go water. At this point, I'm going to park below those free items and just try and kill as many enemies as possible. Alright, we do have a free slot due to the celestial dusting not having an evolution. So I'm going to grab movement speed. This one is pretty situational, but if we're going to get to the bottom of the map and get that duplicator, we're going to need speed. So I'm going to grab that. We also need the attract orb to evolve the water, the spinach to evolve the wand, and then we're looking for another handgun. The 8 the Sparrow, it's blue. We need that to go with the regular Tufelo brown guns we have. Okay, prioritizing weapons. And we haven't seen the guns in a run yet, but each one that you get shoots out bullets at an angle. The red dots you see are from the Tufelo. The 8 the Sparrow has blue bullets that shoot in the same pattern at diagonals. Oh, there's Drowner. I do not have an easy way to hit that thing from here. Can I hit it with my... Okay, I think my flowers can hit it. Yeah, I think those are going off. Alright, need to get that off the screen as soon as possible. If I wait too long, it's going to fill up past the chests and the power-ups I'm trying to get. And I need to not touch the water, or I will continue to take damage from that. Now we need health. Oh, this is a DPS race. Get out of here. The Drowner has a lot of HP. I can move further north out of its range, but the longer it's on screen over time, the amount it fills up that hazard area increases. So I want to kill it as soon as possible. If I wait, eventually it'll start going up super fast, and it's going to box me in. But I'm currently pretty low on health. That's a problem with Old Soul's weapon. It's not the strongest in the beginning. So I have no idea if I'm doing actual legit damage to the boss. Poor chicken. And didn't matter. Funny says, sorry man, love to keep watching at the moment. My body feels like it's going to collapse in on itself like a dying star, so I'm going to take a nap. I'll see you later. Alright, Funny. No problem. Go lie down and rest. It was nice chatting with you. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. Hopefully this chaotic bullet hell wave-based shooter was interesting. It's one of the mainstays on the channel. So, I will definitely catch you in the next stream. Have yourself a good rest of the afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you're at. Ooh boy. I'm definitely not getting experience very quickly. Okay, base speed up. I need to max out the dusting. At level 8, it will heal me, which would definitely be useful. Oh, chicken. Oh, not getting that chicken. Oh, that's annoying. That might be enough to actually kill the Drowner if I could hit it. Oops. Oh, there he goes. Oh boy, now there's a stalker on the map too. Great. I might be screwed this run. Just not doing enough damage on the Blue Reaper to get it off the screen. I wonder if Rune Tracer would have been a better weapon to choose. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Interesting. Yeah, Capella Magna is that's a tough map. Alright, well. Let's see. We could do another money run. Or we can try take another character over to one of the other maps and demo them out. I won't think about that. But before we continue, I'm going to go refill my water bottle real quick. So I'm going to be back in just one sec. I'll leave everything here, and I'll be back in 1 minute.
But there was a full moon that night, and your daughter told me that you actually knew a werewolf.
Alright. I have refilled my bottle of Gafuel. Not sponsored. Alright, so let's see. We could... I think I'll switch things up for one more character. And then I do want to do some more money grinding for power-ups on Mina. So we'll take Devano Thelma. I've not used this character yet. And he starts with the Laurel. That's going to be interesting. That means we'll have no way of attacking. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll test this one out on the library. You want to do hurry mode? Let's do that. Laurel gets a +1 amount. I don't know if that's going to be useful. Guess we can go Chaos in the Dark Knight. Oh, we can get the Lancet straight away. Which is our only means of doing damage at the moment. That might not have been the best choice for a starting weapon. Does it even do damage? I don't have damage numbers on, so I can't tell. Probably should have taken the axe first. I am not killing waves. Alright. I think I have to restart. Don't take the Lancet first. We could do birds. I'm still not a super huge fan of the birds. Pichone and Ebony Wings. It'll be better than nothing. Marginally. Okay. Rune Tracer. Now we can actually do damage. Armor for the Rune Tracer Evolve. Let's see, we need one more slot for the bird. If we went bird guns, then we're gonna have our inventory completely full up. That will be interesting. And we're on hurry mode too, so we have even less time. Okay, prioritize damage. We're going to make our way to the left towards the free tomes. Alright, Rune Tracer. Keeping that for the guns and the other bird. I'm gonna get the Laurel maxed out relatively quick. At 11 minutes, I'm going to grab the Groove Arcana. Same strategy as before. Get the Extreme Edges power-ups to port directly nearby, so we can just grab them. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to grab the water. Okay, that's gonna change things. That means I will have to grab either the other gun or the other bird. Guess I have to think about that. That's a mistake. Hasn't screwed my run up, but that means the order in which I get things is going to be different now. We can get Duplicator. So if the other bird comes up, and one of the guns, I'll have to evolve the birds, free up the slot, and get the other gun, so it might take longer. Okay, Pichone, almost max level. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. Alright, get the orb for the water. Look at Toronto's box. Do the same strat as before. Upgrade to level 8 and then banish it out of the pool. I don't think we're going to have enough space to go for Lancet now. Maybe after we evolve the guns, assuming I even get them. There's Ebony Wings. The black counterpart to Pichone. And that's more projectiles, so that's good. Okay, getting close to the free tome. Alright, we're maxed out on Rune Tracer. Guess we can see if one of these gets our upgrade. Oh, Randomazo? Okay. Now we want the vacuum. But I gotta be careful what I pick up. And the books are here too. In fact, I'm going to move a little bit to the right. Okay, Tiragisu. One of the guns is going to show up. Hopefully. I need to put one more passive. I'll think about that. Okay, there's the first gun. Maybe Crown. I'll put Crown in the last slot. We're at 15 minutes. Halfway through the run. One bird maxed out. Rune Tracer's maxed out. Got a few levels to go on the rest. I did not mean to grab that. We're going to discard that. Of course, now I can't pick it up, which sucks, but I don't want to fill that last slot. Okay, there's no future. Damage with no future will help thin the waves out a bit. Guns. Alright, almost done with Santa Water. almost done with the other gun. The first gun, rather. We're not getting the bird. Ebony is not coming up in the rotation. Which means they need to clear stuff out of the pool by finishing their upgrades. Oh, this is the 20 minute? My boss just usually shows up at 25. This is going to be a very unoptimized run, I think. I think I need to get the crown earlier to get faster levels. We'll see. We're already at 21. Four more levels of the bird. Oh, one of those is the Arcana chest too. Oh, lucky guess. Which one do I want, though? We can do Boogaloo of Illusions. I don't know if it's really going to matter so much at this point. Actually, no, I need a Wake. Even though I don't think I'm going to have enough time to upgrade everything and get another gun. But I'll settle for not dying for the end of the run. We'll see if I can manage that. Whoops. Well, I guess we're getting all these. Or I can discard one. It's not what I meant to do. Almost at the upgrade for the bird. Oh, that weird vampire boss is at 20, and now this witch boss spawns at 25. That's right. That's new. Okay, can I get Vandalier? Alright, upgraded bird. I forgot that bird has upgrades. Well, we're down to the last 2.5 minutes. It's gonna be close. I guess I can start picking up some of these chests. Level 5. 6. Banish at 8. 7. Ooh, that's not good. I didn't think about that. Well, now it's curse 100%. I am probably gonna die. Let's grab whatever upgrades I can. Might be able to survive 2 minutes. What's my curse at? 120 Gs. Well, Labora is doing a pretty good job of killing things before they get close. So I might not be totally screwed. One more level. Watch me get the Crimson Shroud in the last few minutes. Yep, or few seconds. There it is. Well, it wasn't clean, but we made it. Maybe if we're lucky we can get a Reaper kill. I have no way to freeze it, so that's probably not likely. Unless my regen outpaces the damage. Because the Crimson Shroud caps it at 10. Oh, okay, that includes Reaper damage. I didn't think about that either. Well, I suppose if I just walk around and get chicken, assuming I find chicken. Or I could just sit here and hope they die before I do. cannot even tell how many Reapers are on me at the moment. A lot. Well, I'm gonna die. I'm out of chicken. Oh no, there's one. I don't know, without the Infinite Corridor's ability to have HP, I probably won't be able to kill one of these before my revives are all burned up. "35 minutes. Ooh. Oh, I made it back to this guy. So many Reapers. In theory, I guess I could keep doing this forever. As long as I can keep getting 4 chicken. But each minute is spawning another Reaper, I think. Eventually their DPS is going to outpace my ability to heal. Alright. Four more revives. Chicken. "40 minutes. That's a new record. I'm gonna try and run away and see if I can find chicken somewhere. Ooh, lock up. That would help. Oh, that's like 12 Reapers. And not one of them has died yet. Oh, I'm going to chalk this one up to pretty low DPS. Let's see. Would tell me... No, I can't see any eggs. I don't think I picked any up. That tells me that it's most likely the very first Reaper that spawned at 30 minutes still hasn't died yet. So we'll see. This gets up to like an hour. I'm just going to exit the run. Luck 110, huh? So many Reapers. Hey, Mr. Dirtbones is here. Mr. Dirtbones says, "Hi, Raku, I have a cat." Nice. What's your cat's name? Mr. Dirtbones also asks, shouldn't she be dead? I should. I'm at 18 minutes over the end of the regular time limit, but I have a really strong build that is making it difficult for the Reapers to kill me. But my DPS is so low with this build, I can't kill them. So timer just keeps going and more Reapers keep stacking up, and I haven't killed one yet, which is a shame because this would be a ton of gold eggs for this character. Mr. Dirbone says, Dipper? That's the name of your cat? Oh. Nice. $50 minutes. I've never had a run last this long. Basically, if I keep finding chicken, I keep filling my life faster than the Reapers hit me, then I will never die. In reality, because so many of them are populating every minute, half minute, they're doing way more damage than I can heal. Mr. Durban says I got 5 of them. 5 cats? It's a lot of cats. You must really like cats. Nothing wrong with that. Lord. Any other build, I think, would have been able to kill these things. Mr. Dirtbone says, I have 2 black cats, 2 white cats, and 1 tabby, I'm pretty sure. Or calico. I gotcha. That's a lot of cats. Must be very lively in your house. Also a dog. A lot of animals. Alright, as funny as I think it would be to go for the record another 5 minutes, I want to do another run and actually try and get some money. So I'm just going to stand here and let the Reapers kill me. One more revival. I'll just let them murder me here. Mr. Durbone says her name is Willow. Oh, the dog? I see. You know what? I think I could just quit and it'll still give me the stats. Let's do that. $56, 14. Yeah, that's definitely a new record. Level 88, pretty low. It wasn't literally 56 minutes because we were on Hari mode, so at 2 times speed, but 56 game minutes. Labora did the most damage. Yeah. Interesting. Let's see. I think we can do one more money run, and we're going to go back to Mina. We can grab a bunch of eggs from the merchant, get that stat boost. Let's see if we can get a better high score for gold. Rune Tracer just seems to do pretty good DPS. I want Rune Tracer. And we're going to go Laurel and Clock Lancet again. So let's see if we did Laurel, Clock Lancet, and Gun. Let's see. 1 Laurel, Clock Lancet. That's 4. 2 guns and whip. I think if we do that, then we're full up. Alright, what you got, buddy? Recovery up. Oh, some are 0.1 and some are 0.01. Interesting. Skip 0.2. 0.01. I've not seen might. These are permanent upgrades I'm buying for the character I'm using. Oh, curse up. I don't want that. Cooldown minus 0.005. Okay, so that decreases at a very low rate. It must depend on what the actual stat passive is. There's might. Okay. They're always 10 grand. Oh, interesting. Alright, we'll have to look at the main stat page to see. And does not give an egg count. Alright. Okay, there's one gun. We're looking for the other handgun, the purple whip, and the lancet. And we didn't get crowned last time, and our experience gains were a little bit slower, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. There's the other gun. I just realized something that I might not have interpreted correctly. The gold eggs were going down by 0.1, 0.001, 0.005 or whatever. I think that's actual decimals, not percent. I should go look that up. So if that's true, then it's not actual percentages that it's going down by. It's not going down by like 0.1%. It's going down by 0.1 or 0.01. So a tenth or a hundredth or a thousandth. It explains why stats look the way they do. Otherwise, it would take forever for there to be an actual visible change. I'll look at that on the main stat page once we finish this run. It's like I grabbed a bunch of might percentages, and now Mina's negative 31% said it was down to 21. I'll have to go look. If that's true, then it means the overall stat gains are much faster than I originally thought. Okay, Tirigisu. Grab that for the guns. We need the armor. And tome if it comes up. Okay, there's the armor. So weapon-wise, we need the whip and the lancet. For power-ups, for passives, we can grab the tome. Oh, Okay, there's a purple whip. Vento Sacro. We can grab Duplicator. We have a lot of options on the passives because the ones we need to evolve, the Lancet and... Oh, I need the Laurel. Okay, so I need to go either Laurel or Lancet, and then once I merge the guns and or the whips, then I can put one of the other ones in there, because I want Laurel and Lancet. Okay. I almost screwed my build up again. I guess I could grab Clover. Mr. Dirtbones asks, also, why is swear timer at 100? And why is the price so low? Primarily for a meme. And also because I don't swear. So the swear timer only really affects if I have a co-host on, since I don't have a swear timer plus like Wazzy does. So if someone redeems a swear timer at all, I guess I'll grab this. And it's just me, then, you know, it's just for lulz. But if someone redeems a swear timer while I've got a co-host on, then this co-host can't swear either. It's one redeem. There's no plus option like Wazzy does in her streams. So that's why. Alright, damage is lagging a little bit. I see Mr. Dirtbones redeemed a hydrate. Will do. I will drink some of my Gafuel. Alright, let's look at our list here. Armor for the Rune Tracer, Tirigisu for the guns. These two don't require a passive. So I need Tome. I'm going to go Tome Duplicator. I think that will work for passives. I won't have enough slots to get the cats this time. Or I might. But I would have to have dumped something else. That's okay, we won't get cats this time. Technically we'll be able to get 2 weapons once I merge the whips and the guns, but I don't have an extra slot to get the mask. So instead I will get another weapon I can evolve. Maybe the ring. I haven't done lightning ring yet today. I really need the tome. Having cooldown on my whip Both my whips would be nice. All right. All right, let's see. Whip. I'm just trying to rethink here. Our last power-up slot. I just forgot what I said 5 minutes ago. All right, it'll come back to me. Hey, Sarlad's here. Sarlad says, "How's it going?" Oh, it's going good, Sarlad. I am currently grinding for money in Vampire Survivors, so if you didn't see earlier, I can't remember if you were here earlier in the stream, but if you want to see the bitrate take an absolute dive into the dumpster, then just wait. It's going to get pretty bad. Oh, Tome. That last spot's for Tome. Okay, yeah. I remember now. Okay, guess we're going Lancet first. Then I'll get the Laurel later. I have to start banishing some of those power-ups. I don't know why the tome's taking so long to come up. Prioritize weapon damage. Alright. Rune Tracer's upgraded. One more level on the guns. Still got a ways to go in the whip and the clock lancet. Torrent's box. There's the tome, finally. Oh, there's Stalker.
I call that a stab in the heart.
Okay, there's a boss and the Green Reaper Stalker. There is another character you unlock from taking the Reapers out, called Toasty. Every time you kill one, there's a chance for the secret character to pop up in the lower right, a la Mortal Kombat. And if you hit down and enter fast enough, it unlocks the character for you to use. But I don't think it happens on challenge levels, so I've never seen it on this one. I need to do that offline. Alright, 11 minutes. One of those is going to be a randomazo. Is it this one? Nope. But we got our evolve on the guns. That's good. Firagi. That means Big Skull Boy here is going to drop the Arcana. Go. Nice. Now we need to grab Mad Groove. Which will pull all of the extra power-ups within range, along with all the other orbs I've been meaning to collect. Okay, so now I need to watch for the Laurel and make sure I don't grab the water by accident and hose my run. I also need to make sure I correctly banish Toronto's box at 8. Getting that maxed out last time made the run a little more difficult. We'll keep upgrading it. So I need to make sure I banish that before I start grabbing chests. Alright. Don't need to do that yet, but okay. It's hard to see those weapons that are sitting on the map for free because there's so much going on. And every 2 minutes they're going to re-snap to my location. Where's Laurel at? just about 15 minutes. Where's my laurel? Okay, 7. One more level, and we banish the box. Okay, banish it on the next one. Yeah, where's the laurel at? I'm not getting in the rotation. Okay, yeah, crown is maxed out. So we maximized our XP gains. Oh. Whoops. I didn't see that. It was right on top of me. Ah. Alright. Let's see if we can get the Fuwaflu. Fuwalu. Alright, banish the box. Don't have to worry about that anymore. There's a laurel, finally. So I can grab a laurel, and now I have one more weapon slot. If it comes up, we'll grab the ring. That is. And now we can just grab everything else that's on the map. Intaglios. Oh, no future? Okay, that's good. And the rings. Okay, we've got everything. Okay, now we just need to upgrade all of our gear. And not die. Now we're pretty much in the zone of a lot of crap on screen. For those that are watching the stream right now, how's the bitrate look? Is it completely tanked? On the OBS readout, it's not going to show me what you people are seeing on the broadcast. Just out of curiosity, let me know how bad it is. some point I killed one of those guardians. It was the very first one that spawned, I think. The rest are going to take a little while. Start grabbing whatever weapon power-ups show up for... Let's see, Lancet's done. So it's just... Oh, Laurel's done. It's just the ring. I guess I can start grabbing these other ones. Yeah. Upgrade the rings and the Taglios, just to get them done. I guess I'll prioritize the highest one, either the Metaglio or Ring. Just get them done and off the list. Oh, Drowner's here. Now I can actually hit it. Silver ring's done. Alright, here goes the Drowner. Alright, almost done with the first Metaglio. I have to work on the second one. We're at 21 minutes. Okay. A couple chests on the board. One of these is going to be the 21 Arcana. Okay, one Metaglio done. Another Guardian down, 2 left. And now we're getting those curse bonuses. Curse is at 29%. Oh boy, these guys are fast now. Are they immune to my lancet? Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. They're actually outpacing me. Alright, we're at level 101. With about 6.5 minutes to go. Alright, and we got the taglios done. Which one is the Arcana? Only one of these. Oh, there's a Crimson Shroud. Alright. Is it you? Nope. Smacks out the ring. Okay, ring's done. Money. More money. Does that mean this is the randomizo? The last one I look at? Yep. Figures. Alright, we want to wake. More beams of death. Now we got about 5 minutes to get the last upgrade. And then get the infinite corridor. Which should make killing the enemies easier. Three more. Okay, everything is maxed out. So this chest should give us the infinite corridor. There we go. Now, in addition to time freeze, it will half enemy HP, which should make things die faster. We're at 58,000. Our last money run was 70. Nice if we can get into the 6 digits. Level 119. Nothing else to upgrade, so we're just grabbing money at this point. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. It's gonna be close. I get the feeling it would have been not even the competition for the total amount of gold if I had the mask. Oh well. Could have got the mask. I don't know. If I didn't go guns, then it would have been the mask instead of the Tirigisu, I think. That actually be close. I think we're either going to be slightly under or right on about 70k. No, I think the big difference is not having Labora. I'm realizing now just how much damage that does. But as far as an unkillable setup goes, pairing the Lancet and the Crimson Shroud seems to do a pretty good job. Oh man, we're gonna be just shy of 70k. Yep. Well, it's a little disappointing. Unless I make it up with bags. Oh, okay. It's the sheer amount of bags I picked up. We're a little over. I could try and run away from the Reaper. See how many we get on screen. Problem is, unlike the last run, I actually do pretty decent damage, and each proc from the Infinite Corridor is going to half the Reaper's HP. We'll most likely kill one before we get 20 on the screen again. Oh, there's two. It's a little bit hard to see the Reapers because of the dark background. I wonder if I just inch them off screen. As long as they're not visible on screen when the corridor goes off. I wonder if it won't have their MP or HP. That's not a bad way to just continue to rack up money. If I just keep avoiding them, try not to kill them. Oh, nope, I killed one. I guess killing one takes them all out. Then you can get drags and then wait for the sweet release of death. Nope. 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 Alright, fine. Does it give me 100 extra coins each time I burn a revive? Oh no, more than that. One more. All right. So that run, we lasted for 32 minutes. Earned a total of 81,000 gold. Hit 145 in level. 55,000 enemies killed. So our big damage dealer here was the Infinite Corridor again. Second place would be Crimson Shroud. Okay. We're up to 117 eggs on Nina. Pretty good. That will buy a few eggs. Now, if we go and look at the stats. The base, with all my passives, the base starting stats for Mina, it was 31% before. Negative 31% on might up here. And then after getting a bunch of the upgrades, now it's down to 29. So in theory, if we keep getting eggs and rolling them, luckily, into these negative percentages like might, that's the only one with a negative. Cooldown we want to be negative. That means it's taking the cooldown by 7%. So that's a good number to be negative. Everything else we want positive though. Curse base percentage is 5%. We start with 4 rerolls. I'm assuming we just get more skips and banishes as things roll into that too, which is kind of nice. Yeah, what is our base? 485. We got 496. So we had a lot more skips. Or a lot more banishes. 485. One extra banish, one extra skip on Mina. The main reason why I'm gonna focus on leveling this character is because they start with the tier, the bloody tier, which is really good leech weapon. Maybe I'll build Leda too. This character's pretty good, but he's very slow. His movement speed is pretty bad. So he's just one giant target. But if you put enough eggs in to balance that out, and then get rid of his negative greed for gold gain. That could be good. He starts with the Holy Wand. And then I'll probably work on Pugnala at some point. This was my main character before, because I like her might gain on percentage per level, uncapped. Giovanna's pretty good. All of the uncapped characters I'll probably try and build first. Christine's negative 31% cooldown that's I think the best out of everybody. But she doesn't have a good passive. Just one extra level is pretty garbage. But that cooldown is really good for the pentagram. But I think that will do it for today. I should have taken note of where we started with gold. But we did make a decent amount of money running through the different maps and doing a bit of a grind. I will probably circle back to Vampire Survivors after the next update drops. In the meantime, I will see if we're going to look more at 10 Minutes Till Dawn, which is pretty fun. And we'll just have to see. So before we jump off, let me see if anybody I know is online to raid. Demon Otter Games is currently live. We haven't raided the Demon Otter in a bit, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that. So let me pause this. And we will go to the outro. And that'll do it for today. Thanks again for all the folks who stopped by and hung out. Thanks once again to the homie Iconic Boar for the raid. That we will go raid the Demon Otter, and I will see you folks in the next stream. Should be Thursday. I think we're doing Zelda on Thursday with Matt. So I will catch you folks later. So have yourselves a good evening.